Right here on these very airwaves for a number of years, we have talked to you about some Medicare issues. And you know, you reach a certain point, Medicare is going to hop in. You need to kind of guide that particular ship. And for that, we turn to the expert. It is Misty Bolton. You know her better as MedicareMisty. Misty, good to see you.
Thank you.
It seems like every year there are Medicare changes.
Yeah.
And they're all confusing.
Yes.
You and I were talking on the phone the other day, and there are a couple of significant changes that we need to be aware of. Where do we start?
In 2025, they're going to get rid of the donut hole for Medicare, so that's a big deal. We've been waiting for that for a long time, but when you get rid of something, there's obviously going to be higher copays or higher costs to that. So it's really important to pay attention to the annual notice of change coming in October. That's the changes that are going to happen on your policy for next year.
How is this going to affect folks who are already involved and enrolled in Medicare, or those who may be doing it for the first time as the donut hole expires?
So the ones that are already on it want to pay attention if the cost is going to be really high or the copays are going to be different,
right,
and unaffordable, to call us. Make sure that you change your plan by December 7th, because if January comes and you go to the pharmacy, depending on which plan, you may not be able to change after December 7th. The ones that are new to Medicare, they'll get on a plan for 2025 if they turn 65 in 2025, and then they'll know the plans coming in for 2025.
What other significant changes are we looking at as it pertains to Medicare?
Well, the only thing, that was a law that is made into effect for 2025, so the new changes won't come out for the premium if Social Security is going to have a raise until October or November.
How much is this going to affect folks at home? I mean, at the end of the month, you're looking down, you're figuring out this, you're figuring out that. How much is this going to save the typical Medicare enrollee, or how much extra is it going to cost?
Well, the max out of pocket's going to $2,000 from $8,000. That's huge.
Yeah.
But to get to that $2,000 may be a little steep, because before it was what the insurance company paid and what you paid. Now the max out of pocket is what you pay. So there could be some very extensive premiums or copays, but the companies are also allowing a 12-month payment for those drugs if they get, you know, a little too expensive. So all of that is new, confusing, and how it'll affect you, I just need to know what kind of medications you take. But we can't talk about that till October 1st when the new plans come out for 2025.
And speaking of going to the pharmacy, do you anticipate, again, I know this is painting with a broad brush, is this going to cost you more to get your medications, or maybe save you a little bit more? I
think it's going to be a little bit of both, depending on which medications you're on and how many medications you're on.
And you do not charge for your assistance. This
Absolutely.
is paid for by the companies. So again, you get the expert, you get to pick their brain, you get to make the right decision for you and your family, and you don't pay the expert a thing. How do you beat that?
I know.
You don't beat that, right?
You don't.
You have been so instrumental in keeping us updated on changes in Medicare over the years, and I want to thank you for that very much.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Find out more, go to the expert, MedicareMisty, sitting right here. You and Amelia got the yellow in the wardrobe memo today. Check out the website. It is MedicareMisty.com. That's MedicareMisty, MISTY.com. We'll be right back after this.